Right after this moment, something very weird happened at the ASTROWORLD concert at the Capital One Arena in DC. Travis stopped performing, but the music kept going on. Everyone was still losing their shit. They were moshing, frothing at the mouth with their phones out. And everything started to blend together in this weird way. It was like sort of like layers clicking back and forth. And then Travis turned on stage real slow and looked right the fuck at me. And this is what he said. And his voice is auto-tuned the whole time, so you're gonna have to just pretend like I'm singing or something, but I'm not gonna actually sing. But just keep that in your mind. This is not ASTROWORLD at its peak. This is not ASTROWORLD's purest form. Think about that Mondrian painting with the pipe in it. That's what this concert is. It's the image of the pipe, a strong facsimile of the ideal, an approximation. I'm gonna show you the real ASTROWORLD now. And he just cleared his throat, and even him clearing his throat was also auto-tuned. But right after he said that, I caught a glimpse of the real ASTROWORLD. Imagine a theme park the size of a small country. Buildings rolling around on roller coaster tracks, hospitals rotating like Ferris wheels, children stepping into fun houses and coming out 5 seconds later as 40-year-olds with children of their own. Madness, carnival music, cotton candy, freak shows, crazy shit. Travis was Dante and I was Virgil. He stretched out his hands, pointing at ASTROWORLD and all the weird shit. And in that perfectly auto-tuned voice, he leaned in real close and said something really profound in auto-tune. But I fucking forgot what he said. And just like that, I was back at the concert. Yo, I can't believe I'm here right now, man. I can't believe you guys get to see this. Holy shit. Wow. Hello, everybody. It's Dom Sketchcast. I'm Dom. How you doing? I'm gonna chat you up a little bit. Then I'm gonna draw. But first, got to tell you about Patreon.com. Patreon.com/valet is an important place. It's an important place because it's how you guys can support us. Us being me, Blue Cerberus, my production team, Downhill Media Studios, a home of Artsplain, which is where we shoot out of here. We want to make this thing bigger, and we need your help. Thank you, patrons who have been already putting into this. We love you guys. There are a lot of awesome rewards. If you go on patreon.com/valet, you'll see all that stuff. We really, really appreciate what you guys are doing on there for us. And the rewards are going to keep coming, and that shit is fucking fire. What is that?
I was reading about this. Apparently after a woman goes through pregnancy, you know, they'll stitch her up if, you know. But then they might add an extra stitch called the husband stitch. And what it is it's supposed to make the vagina a little a little tighter. What? And and according to the doctors, they say it's supposed to.
Hold on. Could you rewind back like 30 seconds? I was.
So it's supposed to make the inside a little firmer.
Oh, no.
And it's supposed to make the sex a little better, but in fact, it can actually make it for a woman actually way more.
For the woman, what about me, dog?
Right. Yeah, come on.
It's supposed to make
painful for the woman. What?
It makes it more painful and uncomfortable for her. But they say like it's supposed to be better for sex, and that's why they refer to it as the husband.
Is that really common? Like, is that done pretty often?
I forget the percentage. It's not. It's very common.
Where?
That's crazy.
In America.
Still though?
Yeah, I was just reading about this.
This is real? Like this is now? People are still doing this?
I mean, I personally am not a doctor, but there are people who still do this for sure.
That's so ridiculous.
That's why I hate you guys. I hate you. How dare you?
Husband stitch.
I'm just gonna say, like, you know,
can
it makes it better, right? You know.
Yeah, and then
you know what I'm
saying?
You know how tight that pussy is now. You know what, dog? Tight pussy is overrated. It's overrated. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna scream it from the mountaintops. I don't care, dude. I've never been like, oh, it's like entering a fucking crack in a cavern or something. What? Come on, man. bunch of children out there, dude. These men, you're just like, hey, dog, you know how tight that pussy was, though, dog?
Yeah, some people just like to hear themselves talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know that shit.
They just like to talk shit.
They call you up in the middle of the night. Hey, dog, you know how tight that pussy was, dog? Dude, it's 2 a.m., man, please.
I'm trying to sleep, you motherfucker.
They keep messaging you. Hey, dog, listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Dude, I'm trying to watch Aquaman. Please stop talking to me.
Thank you for watching that drawing. Woo, now we're in the question zone. We're going to end on the question zone. We always end in the question zone. If you have a question, hit ask@domrabron.com. We have a question.
This is from Paddington7.
Okay, Paddington7.
He's asking, what as an artist is something that you would never be willing to tackle? Like, is there a certain theme or a certain project or a certain like art style that for you really wouldn't match you, that you would refuse?
There's stuff that would go against my beliefs that I wouldn't pursue. Like the first thing I'm thinking of is like anything from like any sort of politically conservative organization, anyone who's like has traditionally not fucked with black people, POC, LGBT. If they've done anything that's like anti that, I ain't fucking with them. I'm not making their story. I'm not drawing from. Immediately I think to myself, what if it's like 3 million? I'm like, ugh. I don't know. Well, like that answer now is that I wouldn't do that on principle. But themes I wouldn't tackle. You know, I was thinking today that I am writing a story. I'm working on a story, and I was thinking about the main character, and I was like, what if she was trans? And I'm like, but I don't fucking know anything about being trans. Like, how can I? Like, am I the person to do this? So I think with that, like I still want to keep that idea on the burner and cook it and just write it. But I think that's one of those things where I think I'm gonna have to do more research, is like talk to more people who are trans, like read more stories and stuff like that, like get more involved in that community to even feel like I'm capable of that. And I don't even know if that's, I mean, it might not, I might just not do that. But stuff like so what was that part of that question again?
Any themes or even styles? Styles.
Anything photorealistic. People know that. I don't fuck with photorealism. No interest. Yeah, that's so vanilla to me. Personally, I don't want to do it. I also don't... This is like some selfish artist shit, but like being told to draw like somebody else, I don't like that. They're like, could you make it like... sort of like McKay Felt, that dude who does those Thundercat paintings, like just like do that. Like I don't want to do that shit. Styles I wouldn't work in. It's a good question.
That can definitely be a frustrating thing about working on graphic design or even video work in like the more corporate world, is just they're like the way they kind of try to mold you and change what you're doing.
Because of course the thing that you want to do that excites you,
yeah,
just like stuff it down,
right? And even if you try to do it that way, like do it in a way that excites you, they're like, no, this isn't going to work. You have to do it the way that I want you to do it.
But they're not artists.
No,
they don't fucking know what's good. They're suits, and I mean, and I think that's a control thing.
Yeah, and they don't even know. Like they want it to see it done in other styles that they've seen that are successful, and they're never looking for that next thing. They want to go like, okay, we have to do something that's safe. But
it's already beyond that, and it's like eventually everything catches up where they're like, oh, monochromatic blah, blah, blah is cool. Right. And it's like, no, but now they're...
Once it's trendy, they're all for it. But if it's something that's a little bit different that they haven't seen done before, it's too scary for them. They don't want to take the risk, especially if it's a corporation.
That's where everything good exists. Thank you, friends, for being here, for asking questions, for listening to this story, for watching me draw them pictures. Thank you for Downhill Media Studios. Thank you for our patrons. Thank you, the dark Lord beneath us. Let us praise him. That's all I gotta say. Thank you, guys. Hope to see you in the next episode.